Okay, so welcome to our interview session of the students of MAPK Darussalam Ciamis. Here we have Miss Lali Nafisa Maharani, and then the second Miss Raida Najma Kamila, and then Mr. Maula Azharil Adya, and the last Mr. Muhammad Iqbal Ziaul Haq. Okay, all of the students of the MAPK Darussalam Ciamis followed some of competitions, regional or even national scale. So, for the first, we want to interview Miss Lali Nafisa Maharani. Okay. We heard the news that you followed Musabaqah Famil Quran. Is it true?
Yes, that's true.
Okay. So, we want to know what is Musabaqah Famil Quran?
Actually, Musabaqah Famil Quran is one of Amtad has competitions and a competition in understanding and reading the Quran. And focus on the knowledge of Quran, understand the verse content, and other materials in the form of quiz contest. In the quiz contest, we were divided into some groups. In each group contained of three people, and one of them as a spokesman.
Okay, so the second question is, what kind of questions did appear in Musabaqah Famil Quran?
The questions that has been asked includes understanding the verse content, memorizing the verses, and Islamic history, tajweed, hadith, usul fiqh, and also ulum al-Quran, ulum al-hadith, and Fathul Rahman, or guess the ayah of Quran and surah, and fara'id or inheritance, and ghina al-Quran or Quran reading art, and also the translations of Quran, especially in English language.
Okay, so there are many kinds of questions that appear in Musabaqah Famil Quran. So, do you have any advices or any message to our friends across Indonesia to also join and contribute in competitions such as Musabaqah Famil Quran?
Okay, maybe there are some tips. My personal tips. Technically, learn the questions that contain of Quran verses first, because that is a core of Musabaqah Famil Quran and a quite challenging part. And the second, especially for spokesmen, shouldn't be too empty or blank of the materials and the memorizations of verses. And the third, because the name of the competition is Fahmil Quran and it's mean understanding, so we have to understand the material, not only memorize it. And the fourth, don't forget about the support materials such as Fathul Rahman, fara'id, and ghina al-Quran. And always keep the compactness of the team. So by not relying on the others, so all of us will learn and memorize together. And the last tips, we recite the dhikr that strengthens us in the presence of jurors. That is, Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil, ni'mal mawla wa ni'mal nasir. And at that time, we felt the miracle of that dhikr. And before that, we say, we don't rely on anyone. We don't rely on what we have learned, but we rely on Allah.
Okay, so let's continue our interview by interviewing the second speaker of our interview session today. So Alhamdulillah, we have a chance to meet with our friends here, Mr. Maula Azharil Adya. He's one of the participants in following Musabaqah Famil Quran in the boys' bench. But unfortunately, we have unlucky experience in the competition, but we all hope that the experience that he get from the Musabaqah really motivate us to grow more and to change better. So, what is your mistakes that you realize you made in the result of the competition?
Well, about my mistakes in competition, maybe this is not my. It's my unfortunately because I lost in Musabaqah Famil Quran. Yeah, this is my unfortunately because I lost in Musabaqah Famil Quran. I lost in the scramble session. Well, it's going like this. There are two sessions in Musabaqah Famil Quran. The first session is question and answer the question. Answer the question, which the judge give us 10 questions that we should to answer this. But if we can't answer the question, other group will have chance to answer our question. And the second session is scramble session, Well, win in the first session with the distance of 200 points, and in the scramble session we lost quickly, and I don't ever think that our enemy have a fast and good response. So I try to still calm and keep the distance of points, right?
Yeah.
And maybe that my mistake to not have a fast and good response, and also to calm to keep the distance of point. Well, I hope it will be more helpful for the next time, and if there is change again, I will do my best.
Okay. So the point is fast and good response, is it? Okay. So, is there any impression that you get from experiences, from the preparation, the process, and even the result of the competition? Is there any impression that you got from the competition?
Well, my impression, I think it's an amazing experience because this is the first time I'm following the Musabaqah from the Quran, and but our lost, it doesn't matter because I get more than that. I get a new friend. I knew about the sub-district of Kawali, and it saves a lot of memory, right? Like I go to the boarding early and there's nobody in the boarding, just me and my partner, and then we always studied together every day in the mosque.
Okay.
And the most remember memory, I think, when we are understanding and memorizing the subject matter of Musabaqah from the Quran. It is too much to confuse, right?
Yeah.
But I'm so grateful. I'm grateful because I get more knowledge about Holy Quran and also Islamic religion. And I hope it all can be useful for me, for everyone, and hereafter.
Okay. Okay. So, do you have any message or advice that you want to tell and share to all people around Indonesia about your experiences in following Musabaqah from the Quran?
Okay. Well, for the next generation, we always hope you can be better than us. Do the best, just believe in yourself, you can do it, and also be patient for every challenge, and you need to have a fast and good response, and also still keep calm when you want to answer the question, this conversation. Just make my mistakes is more fun. And don't forget to always pray to God and let God do the rest.
نعم ثم سنستمر إلى المحاضرة الثالثة هي رائدة نجمة كاملة التي تشترك مسابقة فهم القرآن مع ليلى نفيسة. الأول شكرا لديك فرصة لنا للمقابلة عن مسابقة فهم القرآن. فالأول ما هي مسابقة فهم القرآن؟
مسابقة فهم القرآن هي إحدى من مسابقة تلاوة القرآن التي أعتنى بوزير الشؤون الدينية كل سنة، وهذه المسابقة تبحث عن علوم القرآن التي تختصر بشكل الأسئلة والجواب بين الجوري والمشتركين. ولازم أن نسيطر على علوم القرآن لتغلب على هذه المسابقة.
فما المادة من الأسئلة التي توجد في المسابقة؟
مادتها عن علوم القرآن، منها علوم التفسير والحديث والتجويد والفرائض والفقه وأصول الفقه وغناء القرآن والأخلاق وتاريخ الإسلام وحفظ آية القرآن وترجمة آية القرآن إلى اللغة الإندونيسية والإنجليزي وفتح الرحمن.
لذلك مادة كثيرة في مسابقة فهم القرآن. فما الطريقات لنيل الفائز في مسابقة فهم القرآن على فكرتك؟
الأهم لازم أن نتعلم جيدا خصوصا في مادة المسابقة ونسعى على فهم علوم القرآن التي قد ذكرتها وحفظ آية القرآن، ولا ننسى أن ندعو إلى الله تعالى لنجاحنا في هذه المسابقة، ونتوكل على الله بعد اختيارنا وسعينا. وإذا كنا الفائزات فلا نجوز أن نكون متكبر، وإذا كنا المغلوبات فلا نجوز أن نيأس من روح الله. والطريقة لنيل الفوز في هذه المسابقة يعني الأول لازم أن نطلب رضا والدينا والأساتذة والأساتذتنا لأن رضا الله في رضا الوالدين وسخط الله في سخط الوالدين. والثاني لازم أن نحفظ آية القرآن ومعناها أولا لأن أكثر من الأسئلة يعني أن آية القرآن ومعناها. والثالث لازم أن نتعلم مادة الآخر من المسابقة مثل الفرائض والتجويد وغير ذلك. والرابع لازم أن نحفظ الاتحاد والوحدة بين المشتركين والمشتركات. والآخر لازم أن ندعو إلى الله تعالى ونعتقد على أنفسنا ونجعل علاقتنا بالله من أكبر عوامل نجاحنا.
We heard the news that you have been selected as one of the achiever of MIRAS, is it?
Yes.
Okay. So can you share us a little story about what is MIRAS?
Okay. It's a research competition who was held by Indonesia Ministry of Religion
Okay.
as a place to develop the talent of madrasah students and also to introduce the world of research from an early age.
Okay.
This competition is some steps. The first is proposal selection. Before we doing the research, we must create the proposal first. After that, we got some mentoring for 3 days in Tangerang, and after that we will give 1 month for doing the research. Yes.
Okay. So what do you think MIRAS is which been held for young generation?
Okay, because what we know, the younger generation is full of ideas, full of argument, creative, innovative, and visionary. But they have not a place to show his talent. Because of that, the Indonesian Ministries of Religion held this competition.
So in the research process, can you share to us and tell us a little about the steps in the procedure of research?
Okay, I will doing the research under the title is Islamic Moderatism, Concept and Implementation in Islamic Boarding School of Darussalam. The first step is doing deep interview with a leader of Islamic Boarding School of Darussalam and many more. The second is gather the document of Islamic Moderatism and doing the analysis document. And the last is doing the observation about implementation of Islamic moderatism in Darussalam.
Okay, so there are many steps.
Yes.
Okay, so can you give us a little tips about increasing confidence and self-esteem when you present your result of research?
Okay, the tips is the first, you must pray to Allah. The second is you must prepare before you doing the presentation, your research. And the last is keep relaxed and trust yourself when you doing the presentation.
Okay, Alhamdulillah, we also have a chance to interview Mr. Iqbal, supervisor and mentor in his research competition, Mr. Dr. Dadanggani. We would like to know what is your activity in mentoring and supervising Mr. Iqbal Ziaul Haq in his research.
Okay, for the first, thank you for your inviting me here, and I want to speak by English and Arabic language. Although I is Arabic teacher here, but I force myself to speak English and Arabic because it is the duty or obligation for all teachers of religion program.
Okay.
And I'm here as supervisor of these guys.